Up next on the day beer review, and this is Water Taxi Triple IPA by Dubco. That is Destination Unknown, Destination Unknown Beer Company. And this one is coming in at a respectable 11.3% ABV. We're going to be looking at Water Taxi. This is a triple IPA by Dubco. Now, Dubco is brewed and canned, or Dubco is in, I'm assuming, Bayshore, and it's brewed and canned in Bayshore by Destination Unknown Beer Company. So this is a local brewery. Kevin brought this over the other day. We did not get a chance to crack it open, and he suggested that I hang on to it and give it a try for a review. And that's what we're going to do. Now, I've been trying to break a little bit more into the IPAs. Seems like I do like the double and the triple IPAs more than the regular IPAs. So let's give this one a try. And like I said, this is a local beer. Destination Unknown Beer Company is one I have not tried before. But let's give it a try now. Now, I would like to say I'm using a proper IPA glass. So let's give this a pour. Not the greatest pour in the world. And then it'd be better if I don't drop it as well. Whoa, it was 2 times I almost dropped it. I don't know why. All right, so my pour is not the best. Notice the massive amount of like 3 fingers worth of head at this point, but I blame that on myself. This is a much darker IPA than the last one. I think the last one I did was The Machines Are Thinking, or The Robots Are Learning by Gusto. And that was very good, and that was just an IPA. And I actually did get some advice from somebody online that I should be trying out IPAs from Root and Branch. And I have been to Root and Branch. I need to go there when I'm not actually enjoying their beverages, buy some and bring it back. Let's see what the nose is like here. I don't know if the head is ever going to dissipate. This is coming off as like straight up pineapple, which I dig. I like it a lot. And I've said this before, and somebody corrected me in the comments the other day that I'm not a big fan of sort of the overly bitter IPAs, which I thought was really the earmark of an IPA. According to, like I said, some of the comments, it's not, and they don't have to end bitter. And if that's the case, that's what I need to keep looking for. So let's give this a taste and see what it's like. The nose, like I said, I'm getting pineapple, I'm getting citrus, but like overwhelmingly, this is like a pineapple bomb on the nose. And sort of like that aroma you get from like, and I know I say this on a lot of the IPAs, sort of a canned pineapple juice. Like I almost feel like this is sort of the bottom of the can where there's still the pulp and everything, because it's very, very rich in aroma. It also smells relatively sweet. All right, you know what? Let's stop screwing around. Let's give it a taste. Now that is not exactly what I expected. Is there pineapple in there? Yes, there is. Is there a lot of pineapple in there? Not as much as I thought. There is a good amount of bitterness on the back end, but not so much that it's off-putting. This is more like almost like a fruit salad, if you will. There is some grapefruit, which I'm not a huge fan of. However, there's also a good amount of pineapple, good amount of, I almost want to say orange, maybe a little lemon in there. What's funny is, as you're drinking it, you sort of inhale. And again, that pineapple flavor, which I think is coming strictly from the nose, sort of buries the other flavor. But it does leave you with a little bit more bitterness than what I would like. I do think the carbonation on this is spot on. And to give them a credit for something that's coming in at 11.3 ABV, you cannot taste the alcohol in this. This is an incredibly dangerous beer because I could see somebody on a hot day drinking 2 or 3 of these, and you would be absolutely intoxicated beyond belief with 2 or 3 of these, because this is, like I said, very heavy in the alcohol. For 11.3 for a triple IPA is pretty respectable. Now, is it enjoyable? It is. It is a nice drinking beer. I do think the bitterness on the back of the tongue is a little bit too much, and the more I'm drinking, the more that bitterness is sort of continuing to build up. So, you know, what do I think? Is it the best triple IPA I've ever had? It is not. Is it the worst? No. Is it somewhere in the middle? Yes. It's good. There's a good fruit flavor to it. But to me, the back end bitterness is just a little bit off-putting. What I'm amazed at is that they've managed to put 11.3% ABV into this beer, because there's no burn, there's no feel of that alcohol there yet. It is hidden beautifully amongst the flavors. Now again, I've never had Destination Unknown beer before. This is my first one. Will I seek out their stuff in the future? I will, especially being that it's so local. I might actually just go and see what there is to see at this particular brewery, because, you know, I know that with most IPAs, it's my personal taste why I don't particularly care for them. I'm not a big fan of the bitterness on the back of the tongue. And I know it's not on all of them, but it's on enough of them that, you know, it generally sours me to the entire, or I guess bitters me to the entire genre of the beer. But that being said, this is clearly a very well crafted triple IPA. The alcohol is not apparent. I'm getting no methanol out of it. I'm getting that really nice fruit flavor. The only thing, and again, it's a personal thing, is there is sort of that sharp bitterness on the back of the tongue, which to me, in a lot of ways, defines IPAs, which is not something I'm a fan of. So like if I go back and I look at the last IPA I looked at, which was by Gusto, there was next to no bitterness there. It was just an enjoyable, easy drinking type of beer. Whereas this one is an enjoyable beer that I'm still, even now, getting some of the aftertaste. Now, does that mean I'm going to dump this down the sink? It doesn't. This is a good beer. This is a beer I would be happy to share with people at the bar and actually say, hey, you guys should try this, because I think, again, it's well crafted. I just don't think it's crafted for me. With that being said, do I recommend it? Yeah, I think it's definitely worth trying if you're a triple IPA person. And with the way they've hidden that alcohol in here, and I don't know if you can see it, the can art is sort of very Long Island. Water taxi, it very much fits Long Island. So the can art is great. I think the beer is well made. Again, it's just not my genre. Will I drink the rest of this one? Absolutely. Do I recommend checking it out? If you're into triple IPAs, you want to check this out. Just be aware there is that bitterness that accompanies that really nice mix of sort of fruit flavor. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna kick back and enjoy the rest of this. Hope you've enjoyed the review. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe. Love to hear some comments. If anybody's had anything else by Dubco, love to hear about it. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna kick back and enjoy this. Cheers.